Hello engineers, my name is Engineer Ángel Verduga. My research is modems. Definition: modulator, modulator, peripheral input-output, which may be internal or external to a computer and is used to connect a telephone line to the computer. It is used to access the internet or other networks. May call C was the net to communicate between computers in order to share data, or drivers to connect them terminals that were far apart. The data transferred from one phone line coming in analog form. The modem handles the modulate to convert that data into digital modems, must also do reverse modular digital data into analog to be transferred over the telephone line. There are special modems called digital modems. Technically speaking, these modems cannot call it that because there is no modulation. The modulation for the line that transmit data is digital. Basically, there are three types of digital modems, which serve three types of connection: modems or ISDN, terminal adapter or integrated service digital network, DSL or ADSL modem, digital subscriber line or asymmetric ADCL, and cable modem. Background: since computers began to become popular back in the late 60s and early 70s, can be net to communicate in order to share data or drivers to connect terminals. In those days, it was common that these computers or drivers were far apart. One solution was cheaper and more efficient use of the telephone network, as it had a reasonable cost and level of coverage was extensive. The telephone network is not a means capable of transmitting digital signals, having been optimized for voice transmission. In order to transmit binary data over telephone lines common, it must the same condition term. To this end, it must create a device that will convert the digital signal into a signal suitable for transmission over the telephone network, and to perform the inverse operation, i.e. to recover the signal from the telephone network and convert the original digital signal. The company Hayes Microcomputer Products Incorporated in 1979, he was in charge of developing the first model of modem called Hayes Smart Modem. This called dial phone numbers how lifting the handset. This became the standard, and that is why most manufacturers developed modems compatible with this model. The first modems allow communication to 300 bits per second, which were a great success, and some were appearing faster models. Application in technology. The use of modem on technology is basically to be able to connect a network and internet, and this serves as a gateway to local or external network, which is incorporate the implementation of this depend on the speed, the distance, and the resource available to network. Also, other use is common and known in data transmission via phone hands. The use of the fax companies as a means of sharing information in the past. Different media have evolved essentially began with the telephone signal cable modem, PC card modems after a direct connection with USB modems, then new portable and easy to use and low latency wireless modems, or Wi-Fi, which are implemented in different communication networks today. The integration of modems in computers has simplified the connection using terminal servers and telecommunication systems based on them, and the implementation of routers and switches for network management. The technology has made this device sometimes prevailing so that the mobile device to connect to the internet makes such that modems become conventional one single connect to the PC. Advantage: security, because it's solid traffic allows thanks to different mechanisms of routing. They facilitate the localization in case of network failure. Flexibility: the network are interconnected with routers are not limited in any way in its topology, because you have more extensive and far more complex than those that are linked with bridge. Protocol support: the header information is taken advantage of efficient way thanks to the protocol and support thereof. Relative price efficiency: the price of the wireless router is much higher than other devices, however, the ratio of price efficiency is much more efficient. Flow control and routing: through the use of routing algorithm, traffic management easier, choosing less congested alternative routes. Internet service and voice call at the same time allows time much faster download and upload speed higher. Disadvantage: slowness. The packet process is much slower compared to modem bridge management. It is essential to manage the net for sub-addressing. Signal: some modems, if they are within a distance of 8 to 10 mile radius of the central office, cannot receive a signal. Issue applied in Ecuador. Deployments of wireless network were determined in order to attract those people who use the internet for work or use surfing. It's one of the alternatives of commercial and public place offering this service for the convenience of the user. Also, the implementation in the educational sites are used. They come from portable device, high access to the network for use by students and individuals.